Okay, question 8 of 2008 was you were given this recipe of chocolate mousse. You know that the recipe is made for 6 people, and then it gives you a big list of ingredients. 230 grams of dark chocolate, 1.5 decilitres of whipped cream that you're going to cook, 3 3/4 decilitres of whipped cream that you're just going to whisk and make it thick, 1/2 decilitre sugar, 35 millilitres of water, and 3 egg yolks. And you don't need most of that information, because you only need one part of the information, and it's how much chocolate are you going to need for 15 people. So the only things that are interesting here is that the recipe was for 6 people, and you had 230 grams of dark chocolate for 6 people. So what you know is 230 grams was the correct amount for 6 people. Divide both sides by 6, you get how much chocolate for one person. So 230 divided by 6 is the amount of chocolate for one person. And therefore for 15, you're going to take the amount of chocolate for one person and multiply it by 15. So 15 times 230 divided by 6 is the amount of chocolate for 15 people. And it's going to be in grams. 5 grams if you want to make this recipe for 15 people, that's the amount of chocolate you'll need. Then it tells you that Hannah's, when she's finished making her chocolate mousse for her 15 people, her 15 guests, she's got 2 litres of mousse, and they've given you the dimensions of the little glass bowls that she's going to put this mousse into. And they've told you that she's going to get 2 litres of mousse. Once she's followed this recipe, she's going to have 2 litres of mousse. So the first thing we need to do is change that to centimetres cubed. We know that 2 litres is the same as 2 decimeters cubed, which is the same as 2,000 centimetres cubed. Remember to go from decimeters cubed to centimetres cubed. Decimeters to centimetres would be multiplied by 10, but decimeters cubed to centimetres cubed would be multiplied by 10 cubed, which is the same as multiplying by 1,000. So we are going to produce 2,000 centimetres cubed of mousse. Let's work out first the volume of 1 glass then. Well, the volume of 1 glass, we'll call it V, is the same as pi r squared times h. We're using letters here that we haven't defined, so we must define that r is the radius and h is the height. Might as well put the numbers in here. We know that the radius is 3 centimetres because the diameter was 6, and the height is 5 centimetres. So now we just plug the numbers in. It's they've not told us anything about pi, so we know that we need to use pi as 3.14. 3.14 times the radius squared, 3 squared, times the height of 5. So the volume of 1 glass bowl has a volume of that. So V, and we work that out, we get 3.14 times 9 5s are 45, times 45. And the units then will be centimetres squared. Why? Because here we'll get centimetres times centimetres with the radius squared. And here we have centimetres in the height. So we know we're going to have a unit of centimetres cubed in the volume. And that ends up being 141.3 centimetres cubed to 1 decimal. So we know the volume that we need for 1 glass. So the volume for 15 glass bowls, is the volume for 1 glass times 15. They're exactly the same size. So we get 141.3 centimetres cubed times the number of glasses, 15, giving us 219.5 centimetres cubed, which would round off to 2,120 centimetres cubed. Okay, what's that in litres then? Well, that is 2.1 litres. Divide by 1,000 and we get 2.1 litres. So the volume that she has in the glasses, the glass bowls, is 2.1 litres, and she's going to be putting 2 litres of mousse in there. So she's going to have a little bit of air left over at the top. She's got more volume in the glasses than she needs. She's going to fill 2 litres of mousse in glasses that have a total volume of 2.1. But how much is that as a percentage? Well, she's got 0.1 of a litre more out of the 2.1 she's got in her total volume. So if we were to convert that to a percentage, we'd get approximately 1/20th, which is only 0.05, which is about 5%. So she's going to get about 5% space left at the top of her glasses. It says, motivate your answer with your calculations. So here we've done really clear calculations. We've shown the 2.1 litres. Then we've actually calculated here how much is space in the glass. Percentage of space is actually only around 5%. So yes, she's going to get enough space for all of the mousse in her glasses and a small space along the top, about 5% of the volume of the glass. So it's going to look perfect. She's going to have a little tiny rim up there. So that's a good motivation. As well, back it up with a percentage calculation. You're assuring that you get 8 points as well. Okay, that was that question.